Howdy folks, this is Man 0073 here, cruising the land, burning that rubber and pulling into the car park with a handbrake. Now today I'm going to bring you a video with some of the shortcuts in the Simpsons Hit and Run. Now a couple of levels are virtually identical, so I'm only going to touch on the shortcuts once. But I'll touch on the shortcuts that are new for that particular level as well. So starting off with level 1, from our starting point. Oh yes, I have the exploding cars cheat on too. First one is just to the left of the house where you start. Straight through the crusty glass. You can go straight down where the vehicles are there. Or, as I generally do, you can go through here. Another shortcut where you can go, well, you generally hit the house, but next to that tree or the house. For our next trick, slash shortcut. Oh, well, next shortcut. Up the ladder of the fire truck. Generally, you take out that pole. And you've got the obvious shortcuts like cutting corners and stuff like that. Basically, shortcuts are done by crusty glass, and that was another one I just went through. Depending if you missed that one or not, you also have stupid wall. You've also got this one, which is a bit harder to get because of the buildings across them. If you so desire, you've got the school ground. Again, crusty glass there. As I said, donates pretty much every shortcut in the game. However, you come back down here a little bit. You've got the obvious corner cut here, but there is one other I use, which I'll point out. If I missed that one, I cut straight up through the entrance there and across here. So that's somewhat the main shortcut. Now here's a very, very big one. Straight across the thing there, which drops you there. Perfect for races. Oh yeah, you're gonna see a lot of this hit and run because I got exploding cars on. Now, if you want, you could use this as a shortcut. Going back the other way. Because it brings you back here, which is actually handy. We need it for a race anyway, which is Nelson, which I'll show in another video. Again, back here. There is one in the power plant, which I'll show. Going this way, you could cut reverse through the school grounds, but you've got to go there. Otherwise, you'll smack into the wall. Just follow the road back around. Again, the obvious corner cut, but this time you can go this way. Slightly different, folks. Mind the wall, which takes you up over the crashed tanker, which is part of the reason why the fire trucks are there. Brings you there. Now, if you happen to have the jumping cars cheat on, you can go, like I happen to have here, you can jump just straight up and over, which again allows you to jump up and over the thing there to go through here. Now we move on to the back of the level, as I'll call it. There is one that goes straight. We go straight through the cemetery there, but that's not to level 7, which I'll point out when I do that one. Again, if you got jumping cars cheat on, you can jump through the glass there. If not, you'll have to come through the gate of the cemetery here, and on your direction. Well, that'll determine which one you go to, won't it? And of course, the other cemetery comes out just there to the left. There's a few shortcuts this level, but most of those have a shortcut too. The obvious, again, as I always corner cuts now. Mine, the cop car, straight through the Royal King trailer park, which exists in both levels 4 and 7 as well, because they're basically identical to this one. So at level 7 you don't have everything, the backside of the power plant and around to the that jump bridge. Now you got shortcuts through here. Jump over the cop car, you bloody damn idiot. You just blew up too. And the other shortcuts here, you've got the paddock here, which you need for the last 3 missions of the game, being the missions 5, 6, and 7 of level 7, and you can also go, if you want, literally straight across there. It's a little bit slower, but first one is now the one in the power plant. Traditionally, you drop down to the left path there, but if you've got your timer right, which I happen to have this time, except I didn't clear it. Oh, go the other way and see if I can clear it. Because this one leads you through the, basically, as you see here, through the back of the plant. So there's not much to do there. Back of the plant, that goes from the back of the plant to the stonecutters area, and then out that back area. So if I time this right, which I did, there you go, one shortcut. That's the level 1 shortcuts. If I haven't missed anything, well, this is not so much a shortcut, but I'll show you anyway. It's just not alternate route up to the top of the hill, really. I say it's not really a shortcut, but I suppose if you happen to be that side, you know. But yeah. And again, jumping car sheet if you want, you can go back through the barn, but you need jumping cars. Oh yes, and there's the tire fire. Oops! That's my jumping cars cheat, folks. Hold on. I better get you. Oh! Learn to drive, dumbass. I'll try that again, folks, and I will try and clear it properly. It's one of the biggest shortcuts of this level, especially when you do level 7 and you need to use it. Even with the fastest vehicle you have for that mission, you still need to use it. Level 7 Mission 7 is by far the hardest in the game. So here's the TIE Fire. I didn't quite clear it, but you get the idea, folks. You clear it, you land. As you saw what I do when I jumped, you land just over here on the road. Generally somewhere in about the line of the post here. Somewhere in there. Anyway, that's level 1 shortcuts. On to level 2, and as you saw in my last video, and you'll see again for each one I do for this game, the Springfield Chopper. Now, note that it's the last, the last 5, 6, 7 days of October, of year X. And the fact that it only costs 50 cents, to me, that's a little cheap, if you think about it, but hey, this is video games, and it's America, so who am I to judge? Well, seeing I'm here, I got 2 shortcuts I can show you. One you will use in in level 5. First and most obvious, straight across the fountain. I'll just go back that way because it's easier. Now the other dead obvious one you'll come across, and I like to use it for the first mission. Straight through here. Oops! Mind all the buildings. Bart Simpson style. Bart and your road rage. So that's another one right there, folks. It's always funny when the cops try to do that one. They seem to blow their cars up at times. Now, there's a shortcut. Damn. This is why this 20 card sheet can be a pain. See, shortcut through here that I don't use it a lot, but that's me. The obvious one I do use a fair bit is right here, even though it's bumpy, past front of Moe's. Another obvious one here. Now, this one is a very obvious one if you can get there. However, there are certain missions you cannot take that shortcut unless the vehicle you're supposed to be following is very close to you. And here's another one. Depending on your mission, you go that way. I use that one for the end of level 1. Not level 1. Like in mission 1 for this level. Now, big shortcut here. Again, this is handy for racing. And I think you actually got to go this route for one race, but there, straight across up the jump, ramp, which is supposed to go over the freeway. If you can't tell by the design. Anyway, now we come back around here. And just follow the road back around to the downtown area. Now, these can or cannot be shortcuts. This depends on what direction you're heading. Now, one of the biggest shortcuts, and use it for the end of the level, is straight through here. Particularly if you happen to have the exploding cars cheat on, like I do, and you can explode Chief Wiggum's car. Now this is also a shortcut for doing another mission. Where you destroy the self-engine car. There's one pops up just in a roundabout, and it's easy to come down here because you basically run straight into it. You could come this way, but uh-oh. That's not quite what I wanted. Oh dear! So that's nearly the end of the level 2 shortcuts. And again, level 5 is practically identical. There's not much at all different. But, again, you've got your obviously. Now, the final one I'll show, and it's probably not so much a shortcut as a well-known thing, is straight across here. Just practically a corner cut straight to the roadworks to here, which is actually really the race route you take when you have to race a nerd to the Java server. But some would classify that as a shortcut, but as I say, it's the race route for that one, so it's not really a shortcut as such. Anyway, that's the level 2 shortcuts. Hang on. There is, I suppose, the shortcut to the Krusty Red car park there, but you better just cut in the corner there. Whoa! Find the cop car. Oops, did bunt someone out of the way. But again, you know, the obvious corner cuts, they're not really shortcuts. So, yeah. On to level 3 now. Now again, level 3 is practically identical to level 6, so I won't really touch on the level 6. Okay, folks, on to level 3. Now this one has got a few in it, and it depends more. And these are more racing shortcuts, so I'll just go straight down here. So basically, the one everyone knows, and I doubt there's too many that don't, is straight down the stairs here. You even go up that way. You can go straight through here too if you happen to miss them. So that's 2 shortcuts in about, I don't know, 3 seconds. Yeah, the other one I take when I'm racing is straight through the back of the servo right there. That's a massive one in a race. I'll show you that in another video, and here's one too. And there is a couple of missions where you have to use that one, otherwise you screw yourself, and the other shortcut. Now, this one is also one that must be used in racing. Particularly some of the missions where you got tight times. So that's just to be careful. Now, one I like to use in a race, and a particular mission, is this one. And another obvious one that people know about that can be classified as a shortcut, but not if you don't want it to be, is this one straight through the sea spanker. I mean, like, what the hell? You're going to drive through the cargo hold. So we're now on to the Duff Brewery shortcut, which, yep, it takes out the fucking turn there at the Krusty Loop. Now these are just regulatory here, they got straight across the thing there. That's pretty simple. I deliberately cut those areas to actually show you them. So I'm coming up to probably the worst shortcut, which generally is only used one way unless you have to have jumping cars on, which I do, as you saw earlier. So with jumping cars, it makes certain things easier, but it can also be a pain in the butt. Why? Because you can actually end up getting yourself jammed up against a wall, and if you're in hit and run, the cops can catch you quite easily. It can also make it good for hiding too, because I can't get to some places. Now if I can get this right, and I did... Oh yes, I'll jump over here. That's not really how that shortcut's supposed to go. You don't generally do it that way, you only do it this way. Like so. Oops! Okay, I digress, folks. I wasn't going quite fast enough, but you get the idea. It's a more racing shortcut if you're coming back this way. And you do actually have to go across there in one mission, because it winds you back over here and then back that way for Captain McAllister. So And probably the final shortcut, and if y'all are racing this way, is just the old corner cut down there. And well, straight down, just straight down the stairs. Through the servo, and yeah, follow on to where I showed you before down the bottom end there. This level's probably full of some of the best racing shortcuts in the game. Okay, now on to level 4. Yeah, level 4. So we'll do this. There's only really one extra shortcut in this level, if I'm remembering correctly. I do have to remember. Yeah, there is. The Burns Mansion. And the problem is I'm not in the right spot for it. I'm nowhere near it. Okay, folks, now level 4 shortcuts. Mostly the same as level 1, so there's not too many to add here, thankfully. So what I'll do is I'll just show you the extra added on one, which is, it doesn't matter which way you go, mind the wall. You can actually go through the park here, round past the school in that way, or you can drive through the Burns power plant mansion, I suppose. Well, actually, you can only the shortcut only goes one way. So you can't unless you have jumping cars on, which I happen to have. And here you go. You get to see Hit and Run. I was sort of hoping you didn't quite get to see this, but oh well. Shit happens, folks. Whoa! Whoops! One of Fat Tony's henchmen. As Apu says, stereotypical Italian. Of course, you know about that one. The shortcut. Okay, and you know about that shortcut. Now, here's the one that opens up in this level, folks. The only way for this level is you go this way. And you have to use this in both a mission and one of the races. Both of which I'll show you in other videos. Through the crusty glass. Down the stairway. Out there, in the Burns Mansion. Now, the race actually, or mission I think is where it takes you to the left, so you can go through that shortcut there. Or, if you're just freestyling around the town, or city, you can just go back this way. And I have to go back this way anyway, because this takes me back to the other shortcut that I wanted to show you that's barely used anyway. Unless you're freestyling, in which you can use it as often as you like. Never mind my poor driving, folks. I like to drive poor in this game. It's called Hit and Run for a reason. Anyway. Whoop! Mind Millhouse. So anyway, we come out of... So depending on whether you're going right through there or not, I'll just spin around in the lobby of the mansion. Now you've followed back from the door through this crusty glass. Through here. Oh! I screwed that up, but cross the jump through that crusty glass, which brings you back out here. But the other thing is with it too, folks, that's where jumping cars can be handy. If you happen to end up getting here, you can just get out that way, unless you want to continue straight through. So, yeah. As I say, other than that one, there's no real new shortcuts to this level. So, let's go from there on to level 5. Which, if I remember correctly, is mostly identical to level 2. So, there shouldn't be much in the way of new shortcuts here. If any, really. I'll do a quick run. I'll show you a quick run around the level again so you get a little bit of an idea of its layout, stuff like that. And if there's a shortcut, I'll show you in more detail. Oh, and the car you get for this level, folks, is actually a Pontiac Trans Am. Well, the game calls it Longhorn. So, yeah, you do have one through the car park here, but I suppose depending on if you can get it, I recommend taking it. See, okay, there's one I missed, which you have to use in a thing. So they're in here. In one mission you go straight through there, which brings you over one of the vehicles. One brings you up here for the fireworks mission of level 2. And then the other one you just cut through the car park. See, all these exist in level 2 as well, folks. So then you've got obviously the one, if you want to, straight through there. That shortcut there for the cell phone mission, which, yeah, the person comes out over where that ambulance just came from. Right, damn it. And I suppose if you want racing the other way against Snake, you can jump up here to get the wrench if you need to fix your car. But with invincible cars on, you don't need to do that. And the race against Snake is level 2 as well. But yeah, for the most part, the shortcuts here are basically identical. And of course, you have the stupid cops. You got the Obliteratotron up the top there. Is your secret vehicle, which I showed you in my earlier video, to do with the secret vehicle locations. And of course you go this way for the race to the Java server, which is basically nothing. You could cut across the park this way, I suppose, to get the wrench, depending how far ahead you are and if you got exploding cars on. Oops! And of course I showed you the one across the jump there, and oh, yeah, I did show you that one in the rail yard. So yeah, there's basically no new shortcuts, really. The cops in this game are pretty stupid. Here, so rail yard again. Just through the crusty glass. I don't care about the vehicle there. I really don't, because I've done the mission. And of course come out here, which then brings you around to this area where you got the try and save in the corner there. Got a place there, another place there, there. Herman's Military Antiques. Buzz Cola sign up there for no apparent reason, probably. The DMV, an auto school bus parked in a blasted wall. So yeah, that's it. And I'll do it when I do the cars video, unlocking cars one. I'll also show you where you buy all your clothes from. The DMV is one of those locations. So is the Quickie Mart, but I'll do those when I get to that video. So we have that all tied into one, being an unlocking video. The cars you gotta buy, they'll take a little bit to get. So there's not much we can do about that, I'm afraid. Just have to worry about that when when that comes up, because you got to get coins. That's where the exploding cars cheat's handy. Now, again, level 6 like level 3. There's basically nothing different in here. Okay, folks. So basically, as I say, level 6 is practically no different to level 3. Just all you're doing is a different character. So I'll just grab a vehicle out of the nearest phone booth and I'll take a quick run around and make sure. Well, I should show you the proper shortcut that I screwed up last time, so you actually get to see how it works. Now, that was the one at the end of the level 3 part of the video, which is the one around that you take. Whoa! Find the armored truck. So yeah, so it's this one here. Works like so. There you go. Whoop. Bring it on. You would too, Bart. I have to do a little bit of video game comment. But yeah, video game commentary while I'm playing at times. What the hell, that vehicle just spawned out of nowhere. Yeah, wasn't it? Anyway, whoa! Yeah, the tail of this vehicle gets out of the. Damn it! That's the problem when you use the lighter vehicles. They can't take as much damage. They spin very, very easily from any impact, if not just driving. Now, if you paid attention, you would have seen a cop car come out of the top of the Krusty little studios through Krusty glass. That is not a shortcut. That's just asking for trouble. However, there is one here that I missed. You go straight through here, which brings you out. Oof! You always pretty much get which brings you out to there, which, if I remember correctly, is also on level 3. So I will go back to level 3 and I'll show you that one, but I'll just do. Seeing as it's the same level as this one, I'll show you. So rather than go level, to levels from level 6 to 7, then back to 3 to confuse you. Well, it's the same level, it's just a different character. So you got that one, which is about the only one I didn't show you, I think. Yeah. The Sea Spanker, but... Oh yeah, I'll just show you a variation of another one that's from level 3. They changed the design of the thing. I'll just... Crusty glass here, I think. I can't get my car in there, no I can't. Yeah, that's right, that's one. The cop would have had to spawn in there to get to that one. Oh yes, there's one here I forgot. It's just part of a race. Now you've got the jump, which you'll land on the Sea Spanker, or across it, depending on the... Now, that's a race shortcut, that one, and you have to take it, because that's actually part of the dictated racetrack. Oh! Now I get to show you it in a slightly different form of action. Escaping the cops. And there's the lower one that... Oh! Which if not, it will wreck your vehicle down into there when you get the glitch of the graphics. Suckers! Oh dear. God, it's funny when you do that. And they ram themselves into a wall or whatever. They're the ones hitting all the pedestrians here, not me. I'm just hitting stuff on the road. Anyway, so we come up to, you may notice in the top left hand corner there, folks. That was the new shortcut. Well, same shortcut, different design. I'll just spin around. And look at that, that look awesome. Probably is. And yeah, that's about the only, those ones are about the only ones that I didn't show you. So now I'll go back to level 3 and I'll show you the other one with Lisa. Level 3. Now, of course, you don't have to take these shortcuts. They're not paramount to completing all missions, but some of them you actually are taken through them. Whether it be as a race mission, as I described before with that one I avoided the cops, and the... What's the other mission? A couple of missions, some of those ones, some of the shortcuts you have to take because of missions, so you just don't have a choice. But, yeah. So I'll go back the other way around to the brewery. I figure, seeing as level 6 and level 3 is the same, just different character, I'll show you that shortcut. And I actually got the shortcut that one there, at least this time, unlike last time, where I failed it. So, mind a few vehicles. Gonna get a lot more yet. Anyway, we go racing down here. Mind the fucking cars and the bloody hit and run, although I don't mind the cars blowing up because it makes my job much easier. The exploding car cheat can be a pain in the butt in some races because you don't have a lot of time because you can get spun easily. Like level 7, mission 7. You can't afford a single fuck up on that mission, otherwise you automatically fail. That's how short time you are. Fucking power pole. Well, lights anyway. So yeah, as I showed with Bart, here's the one with doing it with at least I didn't get the full jump there because I screwed my line up. But yeah, you saw the full jump with Bart. So, oh yes, and this does have the other two as well that I showed you just down the road from it. Just down over here. So, let's go. And you get to see it in action again with Hit and Run. Great tactic in Hit and Run. If you can get up somewhere where the cops can't, sit there. Now I'll just show you the other one and then we're off to level 7, folks. Whoa! That's one thing you will note about this game. Rear ends of some of the cars will come in very easily. Yeah, to do them properly, you should turn. like that. Which brings you up there. A little bit harder with a faster vehicle, but now, mission select. On to the final level of the game, and I'll show you straight up. I'll head to the power plant. It's actually blocked there, and then it blocked the bridge just past the school. I'll show that. Yeah, there's actually no new shortcuts in this level, but I'll show you that so you know. And I do block the power plant on that, the actual power plant itself off in level 1, mission 7, although if you park your car right, which I have done it, you can prevent the door from slamming down and actually take a massive shortcut to win the race, although I have a different way to do it. Actually, when I said no new shortcuts, I was wrong. There is one. Right here. And I'll show you the return. Yeah, I know I fucked up there, folks. I was supposed to go through the gate, which I have trouble doing at times, but that's basically the new shortcut going one way, and I will show the return of it when I come back. This is one of the actually best cars in the game for handling. Oh, and you might notice the new cop cars. If I ever get past. Oh, one just rear-ended me. They're actually a car you can drive as well, like the other cop cars. Except these ones are called hearses. Yeah, and they drive even more spastically than the normal cops, I've found. That's the fucked part. Oh yeah, and you notice some of the new vehicles too. Gothic Halloween style stuff. So yeah. Inspired is what I should have said. So yeah, see power plant's blocked there. Can't go out there, and you gotta come here at 4 times in the level to get nuclear waste, so. And of course you still got the shortcut here across the tobacco field. You got the one through the paddock. I've obviously got the tire fire, which is in levels 1 and 4 as well, like the other two. Ouch. And of course, as I showed delivered first time, the Roll King Trap Pack, which is the ultimate shortcut for this level, and levels 1 and 4, because you can get through levels so much faster. And you must take any and all shortcuts you can in the last mission of this level. And here's a shortcut in reverse for this one. And I hit the wall again. So yeah, that's new shortcut both ways. And you saw the level is blocked off at the power plant. The shortcuts are basically all the same here, so. Homer likes being called weird things. You should know that by now, folks. So yeah, of course you got the fire truck, which you have to use, otherwise you'll fail the mission. You've got the church car park shortcut here. If you want, and if you happen to forget that, you've got the crusty glass, that one there, between the shops. A good way to avoid the cops, if you can do it, which I inadvertently did scrub a little bit there, is that crusty glass, which you can cut through the school there, or to see, level blocked off. You can't go that way. However, this shortcut here still exists, and so does this one across the grass here, which is good for avoiding the cops. Pretty much anywhere you can cut a corner is a shortcut, like, whoa! Like straight through there, and of course. Yeah, we know, Homer. And of course you got the return there over the accident. And the other part of the cemetery shortcut is also available too, which I'll just quickly showcase. Yeah, Homer, you dumbass. You notice for some guys I like my commentary. Yeah, so in your dreams. So yeah, this part of the cemetery shortcut also exists both ends. So yeah. Aside from the zombies being right down new vehicles that you see around, the lack of a back part to do with Burns Mansion and that. For the most part, the levels are pretty much the same as 1 and 4. And the obvious fact that this level's done at night. So yeah, that's made to represent Halloween. So yeah, that basically sums up the shortcuts in the game. So, what I'd like you to do, folks, is leave a comment down below if you think there's any shortcuts that I might have missed. My driving, as I said, is not perfect. So, and sometimes I do it deliberately. Anyway, yeah, so comment below if you think there's any shortcuts I might have missed or anything like that. Yeah, like and subscribe, do all those usual things down below, and I'll leave a link to my first video with the secret cars in the description, and then I'll link this one in the description of the other one. So, yeah. After all that, I hope you enjoy it. Okay. The only thing I own for the video, folks, is actually the footage that I've shot with my own camera. That's it. And of course my voiceover. That's the only two things for the video that I own. Nothing more, nothing less. And of course, it says the usual copyright thing. I don't actually, as I said before, I don't claim ownership of any material used in the video aside from the footage that I've shot with my camera and my voiceover. The rights and credits for anything else in the video go to their respective owners. And yeah, so that being said, this is Bandit 0073 smoking up them tires and burning that rubber on out of here and signing out.